I am Dr. Shafali Jain, Assistant Professor at Party University. Today we discuss about Block 5, Socialism Economy. And socialism economy is an economic system in which the means of production, such as land, factories, and machineries, are owned and controlled by the state or the as a whole, rather than by private individual or corporations. In socialist economy, resources are allocated according to the needs of society, and there is a little or no emphasis on profit or competition. The goal of a socialism economy is to create an equal distribution and wealth and resources among all members of society. So, in simple words, we can say a socialist economy is an economic system where the factors of production like labor, natural resources, or capital goods are under the control of government. Determination of price by the government. While in a capitalist economy, the demand and supply forces influenced the price of goods and services. So, a socialist economy is also called a socialism. Socialism is a term applied to an economic system in which property is held in common and not individually, and relationships are governed by a political hierarchy. Common ownerships doesn't mean decisions are made collectively, however, instead individuals in positions of authority make decisions in the name of the collective group. So, generally speaking, a socialist system in which there is a collective ownership of means of production, central planning, and a broad emphasis of equality. Uh, a socialism economy, Karl Marx was the most prominent voice of the socialism and believed the working class would rise up against the wealthy when faced with injustice. Most modern nation doesn't believe in the socialist economy. Socialist economy is that economy where the government has full control over the economy. So the idea of class conflict lies at the heart of socialism. It is the most prominent voice. Karl Marx believed low-income workers faced with inequality. He is also the founder of the socialist economy. Maybe socialism economy comprises the economic theories, practices, and norms of hypothetical and presenting the socialist economic system. A socialist economic system is characterized by the social ownership and operate of the means of production that may take the forms of autonomous cooperatives or direct public ownership, wherein production is carried out directly for use rather than for profit. Socialist system that utilizes markets for allocating capital goods and factors of production among economic units and designed market socialism. When planning is utilized, the economic system is designed as a socialist planned economy. So, a socialist economy is a system of production where goods and services are produced directly for use. In contrast, as to a capitalist economy where goods and services are produced to generate profit, production by and production under socialist economy would be directly for use with the natural and technical resources of the world held in common and controlled democratically. So, goods and services would be produced for their usefulness and for their use value. and eliminating the needs for market include the reduced needs to ensure a sufficient amount of demand for product to be sold for public benefits. Protection in a socialist economy is therefore planned or coordinated. It does not suffer from the business cycle. So, um, Karl Marx state that lower stage communities would consist of the compensations based on the amount of labor one contributes to the social product. So, uh, objective of the project is the viewpoint that the history of the socialism economy. This type of economy is for the welfare of the people as our country is particularly significantly importance to study about the welfare economy as profit maximization cannot be objective of our country at the face hands. This project would study various aspects of the socialist economy in an order to derive its features and to out position that can be implemented and executed in our country. So, in the socialism economy, all citizens get the benefits from the production of goods and services on the basis of rights. Hence, this types of economy is also known as the command economy. So, basically, in a socialist economy, private companies or individuals are not allowed freely manufactures the goods and services, and production occurs according to the needs of the society and command the state or planning activities. The market and the factors of supply and demand will play no role here. The ultimate aims of the socialist economy is to ensure the maximizations of wealth of a whole community, a whole country. Its aim to have an equal distribution of wealth amongst its all citizens, not just a welfare of its biggest companies and individuals. So, the first organized theories of the socialist economies were significantly impacted by the classical economics theory included elements in Adam Smith, Robert Malthus, and David Ricardo. So in Smith, there is a conception of the common goods not provided by the market. Class analysis are concerned from the of the factory system and the concept of rent as being unpredictable. So, we discuss the features of a socialist economy. First of all, economic, social, and political equality. And for socialist economy, there is almost equality, which means rich and poor. There is no problem of class struggle, public or collective ownerships of resources. Uh, in this economy, the material means of production are owned and used by the state organs. However, it doesn't mean that private enterprise and private property are really not existing in socialist economy, but their relative importance is so significant that they can be ignored. I will also discuss it first of all as a economic plan. A socialism economy is a fully planned economy. Plan may be centralized or decentralized or the basis decision for the control and regulations of the economy are taken by government. Similarly, or the basis of strategic functions are formed according to a defined plan. Formulations of plans is the responsibilities of central planning authorities. It means in our socialist economy, there is always a central planning committee. Authority. Decide. what is to be produced using the resources. It will also decide the quantity and the methods of production. The ultimate aims of security is to fulfill the social economy of the state. Next step, social welfare motives. In our socialism economy, this research, research are used in production process to maximize social welfare. So, it's private profit. Social welfare is the basis of all economic decisions and economic policies. Um, price policy is guided by social welfare motives. Everyone is tied to the benefits of socialized production on the basis of equal rights. It means in the socialist economy, the entire foundation is based on social economic object. The welfare of the takes first place over the profit place. And so all major factors and resources of production are in the ownerships of the state itself. Only small firms and trading firms are kept under the private ownerships. So, and next, little importance of the price mechanism. In socialist economic price mechanism is given a minor role resource allocation. A specific plan based on social needs provides guidelines for resources allocations. However, in democratic socialism, the price system is allowed some role according to the size of the private sector. So, as you know, every coin has two sides. So, in the socialist economy, every citizen is guaranteed basic goods like food, clothing, shelter, etc. Consumers do not have absolute freedom. Choice. Uh, Demand for product they wish. They must choose from the products the state manufactures. Since there is no free market, there is no concept of preference of or demand and supplies. Also, while our citizens will get work, he is not able to freely choose his occupation. Now, next step, here are cooperative. Socialist economy is a planned economy. No plan can possibly succeed without the active participation of people. Therefore, while fixing the priorities of plans, the central planning authorities keeps in mind the interest of the community to seek the active participation of people in implementations of plan. The government may provide social incentives. It's one of the main feature of the socialism economy. The setup does not allow only one person to create a lot of gaps. So the gap between the rich and poor must narrower, and all their citizens enjoy equal opportunities and facilities like educations, public health care, etc. So there is no discrimination between different classes of plan, and every work should be planned. Lack of competition. The resources are in government ownership. Therefore, government decision how and what to be produced. So here, uh, it is that it is that everything in the society has control over the government. So government take every decision what should be produced, how should be produced, for whom should be produced. Next time, not states of social parasites. In our social economy, the society is not divided between helps and helps nodes. It means between master and servant, between very rich and very poor. In other words, the society is not classified between the capitalist and working class. Here, all are masters and all are workers. The philosophy of the socialism economy is each according to its needs and from each according to its thus there is no place of social parasites and no possibilities of exploitation. So, in the social, the gap between the rich and poor must be narrower, and all their citizens enjoy opportunities and facilities like education, medical, and other facilities. There is no discrimination between different classes of people. Next step, equality of opportunities. Socialism guarantees equality of opportunities and equal pay for equal work. Government does not discriminate among members of the society on the basis of caste, creed, religions, and sex. In short, socialism becomes not a controlled and regulated by market mechanism. It is a comprehensively planned economy. This economy is in sharp contrast to a capitalist economy. So, the welfare of people. Since this profitable price mechanism will not influence any predicted decision, and the pricing structure in a socialist economy is administered pricing. So it's also called planned economy also. So socialism economy is that economy which work for the welfare of the people, not for work for profit. So a country is following various principles and norms which direct to the socialist economic meaning. In that case, they also so many characteristics are considered for the socialist economy as primary that ownership should be corrected. It is the primary features of the socialism that explain the ownership of all goods and production is for the government, not for any individual. And socialist aims to expand the equality between rich and people. The prediction um, of class, caste, skin color will be achieved with the principle of socialism, and as the government has the power, uh, it sets some goals and makes necessary plans to achieve the goals. It has to in the growth of the economy. With it, socialism economy no place for competition. It looks like a solo business, and profit are shareable to the whole country. And with it, as the government plays a vital role in all activities like decision making, financial issues, policies, production. It should be utilized positively. The government should not misuse it. With it, in socialism, the government should delegate work based on the individual's ability and provide ways according to their needs to achieve the maintain transparencies. With it, the main motto of the socialism is to achieve social welfare. It refers of the growth of the society, especially for people, poor people. There should be no lower class and high class. With it, if the government plays monotony, there is no scope for marketing and advertising sale. If the options are less, then the occupancy will be more. And with it, in the socialist economy, the equal distribution of the income among all the citizens will discard the difference between rich and people. Education, hospital, and other facilities are open and equal to entire uh, nation. There are several features of the socialist economy, whereas a country follows all uh, and then it is the best socialist country and stand top of the world. The countries which understand what a socialist economy is and implements in their system are treated as a socialist economy. So, where I in now socialism economy example countries. The, many of the countries follow the principle of the combined economy. Some states are capitalism, but some states are socialism. As we also discussed here, the Chinese government has adopted a mixed economy system which elements of both socialist and capitalist. The state owns the control key industries such as energy, telecommunications, and transportations, while allowing private enterprise in other sectors. With it, Cuba has a socialism economy in which the state owns the control almost all means of production and the government provides free healthcare and education to all citizens, and there is a focus on meeting basic needs rather than creating profits. With it, North Korea is a highly centralized socialist economy in which the government owns the and uh, all means of production. The country has a command economy with no private enterprises. Vietnam has a socialism oriented market economy, which means that the state owns and control key industries while allowing private enterprise in other sectors. The country has implemented economic reforms to encourage foreign investment and modernize its economy. Laos is a socialist country in which the government owns and control most means of production. The country's economy is heavily dependent on agriculture and natural resources. Venezuela has a mixed economy that combines elements of socialism and capitalism. The government owns and control key industries such as oil, while allowing private enterprise in other sectors. In recent years, the country has faced economic challenges, including high inflations and the shortage of basic goods. So these are countries which are also following the principles of the socialist economy. Now we discuss about the socialism economy merits. Uh, some of the strengths and associated with the socialist economy include equality. Uh, Socialism aims to create a more equal distribution of wealth and resources, which can lead to a more equitable society. As you know, I have also discussed that the equal distribution of income among all citizens will also take place, and there is no gap between rich and people. And the motto of the socialist economy is to achieve social welfare, and it is the government should delegates work based on the individual ability and provides ways according to their needs and to achieve and maintain transparency. With the next time, social welfare. Um, Socialism places a greater emphasis on social welfare and provides universal access of healthcare, education, and other basic needs. It means the main motto of the socialist economy to achieve the welfare. It refers to the growth of society, especially for poor people. There should be no lower class, no higher class, no rich, no poor, and stability. The state control key industries and resources, which can help in prevent economic instability and ensure that resources are uh, allocated in a planned and coordination manners, as a government play a vital role in all activities, decisions, making financial issues, policies, production. So it should be utilized positively, and it have equality and uh, stability in the economy, because the government shouldn't misuse it, because government never work for the profit. Greater control. The government has greater control over the economy, which can allow for more efficient resources allocation and reduce the influence of powerful corporation and individual. So socialist economy is to attain equality between the rich and people, and class and eradications of class, caste, skin color will be achieved with the principle of socialist economy. It is the primary features of socialism economy to explain the ownership of all goods of production is for the government and not for any individual. So the government has a greater control over the economy. Share ownership, collective ownerships to the means of production can lead to the greater collaborations and sense of community. So, in the socialist economy, ownership should be collective, and it means explain ownership all goods of production is for the government, not for any individual, any particular person. There are several types of socialism, also every types of focus various aspects in the socialism economy, as I also discussed with you. This is as democratic socialist. Here the produced goods can be managed by the elected community. They will plan for the distribution of consumer goods provided by the government. With it, and revolutionary socialism. The revolution should be on capitalism and need not be violent. And libertarian socialism, people should gain freedom from colors, caste, creed, and also be equal economically, socially, and politically. With it, Fabian socialism, it is a completely non-violent method used in the 19th century by the British government. They adapt to socialism through peace, and with it, utopian socialism is a main motto to is equal. They will give a priority to the high class scale industrialization. With it, Christian socialism, the teaching of Christianity imply brotherhood and the same bonding is encouraged by socialism. Green socialism, it is another types of socialism that focuses on the improving natural resources for a great extent so that the scarcity of the food does not occur and the country may have peace forever. And with it, market socialism. In this socialism, as the workers get control over production, they can sell or at the free market of affordable prices and can share the profit among all. No space for creating artificial demands. So there are many types of socialism also. So now we discuss about the socialism economy demerits. Some of the challenges associated with the socialist economy include inefficiency. First of all, inefficiency. Central planning can be inefficient and slow. As you saw, the government work is always very slow, as decisions are made by a central planning authority rather than by market forces of supply and demand. Lack of innovation. The absence of competition so can lead to a lack of innovation, because this work for the welfare, not for the profit, and innovation is the causes of profit, and motivations improve production and services with its shortage. Price control and state ownership can be lead to shortage of goods and services, particularly if there are inefficiencies in production and distribution process. Next time, limited individual freedom. Collective ownership can be limit individual freedom and authority as economic decisions are made collectively rather than individually. Next, like corruption. State control over the economy can create opportunities for corruption and abuse of power, particularly if there is limited transparencies and accountability. Next, limited economic growth. Without the incentive of profits, economic growth can be limited, which can make it difficult for the economy up to keep up with the demand of a growing population. So, as you see in your present time, socialism is a breeding ground for corruption, red tapism, and favoritism. The state and the central planning authority hold too much of the power, which may often abuse for their personal gains, and it is essentially restrictions of the freedom of its citizens. They do not have a choice in the products they wish to buy or the job they want to do. Their freedom is further curtailed by the inability to own any private property. With it, every citizen has the guarantee of a job. So, socialism does not promote hard work or any creativity in its citizen. Administrative prices are not the most efficient. They are not based on market forces. Um, thus, the economic and scientific allocation of resources is impossible in this system. Sometimes, under socialism, we end up creating state monopolies, which can get very dangerous with time. So, briefly, we can say socialist economy, the setup is exactly opposite to that of a capitalist economy. In such an economy, the factors of production are all state owned. So, all the factories, machineries, plants, capital, etc., is owned by the community in control of the state. Government has a greater control. All citizens get the benefits from the production of goods and services on the basis of equal rights. Hence, this types of economy is also called known as command economy. So basically, in a socialism economy, private companies or individuals are not allowed to freely manufacture the goods and services, and the production occurs according to the needs of the society and the at command of the state or planning authorities. The market and the factors of supply and demands will play no role here. The ultimate aim of the socialist economy is to ensure the maximization of wealth of a whole community as a whole country. It aims to have an equal distribution of wealth amongst all its citizens, not just the welfare to its richest companies and the individual. So, hope student you well understood what is the socialism economy, what is the example of the socialism economy, the countries which are following the socialism principle, and merits of the socialist economy and demerits of the socialist economy. Now, thank you very much.